Alright guys, so I'm going over this just real lightly with 220 just to knock the imperfections off and to also open this up to where it gases off. I heard that's a thing, so I don't know if it is or not, but so I'm just breaking it open real lightly, also knocking down any imperfections like the chunks of crap that got in it and stuff like that. And I was to show you that like my wife is a wino, don't tell her I said so, but like her little corks, you can use stuff like that because that fits that contour perfectly. Whereas like this one here, this is a Durablock, but it doesn't quite get in there like it needs to. So I can use this one to come in and actually get that contour all the way like that. You see, notice I'm rolling that as I go through. And you want to try to go up too, you don't want to stop it. And try to get all the way up the edge if you can. Just roll it. And I can come back with my flat block down here. Because I've got multiple contours. I got this one, I got this one, I got this one, I got this one. So they're all each individual pieces basically. Or at least that's how I treat it, from what I've learned. I really don't need this long block for this, but I don't have another one over here right now, so I'll just keep doing it. Keep doing what I'm doing. I'm kind of just using this little area here. This back here is really not doing that much. Normally I would tell you don't do that. Normally I would tell you to do that. But because of the shape of this, if I'm not careful, I'll start breaking through. And I do not want to break through. If at all possible, because otherwise I'll have to seal it. I don't really want to seal this. I just want to paint it. Oops. Also, I'm not using guide coat yet because the primer is its own guide coat at this point. there you go. That's kind of a little tip for you, I guess. Get your wife that drinks a lot of wine. Get you a little cork. And you can do little small contours like this and make them turn out really nice. I'll probably have to change up maybe to get inside here. This is going to be a tricky area. We'll make her happen, I can promise you that. You can also kind of see if it's not touching, like it's touching here, but not in the middle. Of course, my block is getting. Probably only so far I'll be able to go with this one because it gets even deeper there to where I'm not going to be able to. Sorry if it's getting to where the block is not going to touch down in there. So I'm going to have to change up in there. But it's good for this area here. Alright, there it is in 220. That's as good as I'm going to be able to get that line. I think that'll be fine. Got a little breakthrough there to the epoxy. And maybe one right there, one right here, just little tiny ones. And I still have to go over this for 320/400, so if it gets worse, I may end up having to seal it. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it is what it is. So you can see I didn't quite touch right here, but I might need to just round these edges off just a tad more. I'm getting like ridiculous nitpicky, but yeah, I think it's gonna look nice. Not that anybody will ever look at it, except for the owner maybe. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm prepping this up for paint. I already told you I just scuffed that 220 to break it open, to let it breathe and kind of do its thing. But I went ahead and took the tail lights out and the trim. And so when I was taking it off in here, I noticed, well, I'll just go show you. So they have studs. This one has a stud coming out here. This stud was completely missing. So what they did was they used butyl of some sort, butyl tape or whatever, and just put it all around that to seal that up, which worked. I mean, that's fine, it worked. But I don't know why they didn't just do what I'm gonna do and make another stud for that to pull it in there right. And I don't know, may need to order another gasket for that, a newer gasket, another gasket, but yeah, what a mess. And it literally, you can see when that came out of there, it ripped the paint, which luckily the trim covers all of that. So it's all covered, so that's good. But yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyway, I'll fix that. But I wanted to get this out so I could actually, like I said, prep this all up, because I'm going to clear coat up to a certain point around here and down. The trim ring will be all the way down through here and around. And then I'll scuff all this up good. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. So we'll make that right and put it back. What I've got here is I've got a what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this washer out just a little bit, so that'll inset real good. So it'll inset like this does, so it'll drop down in there, and then I can run that nut off onto the back of it, and that'll fix that. So and then I've got all of this trim inside here protected. What else, huh? So yeah, real happy with that. It looks absolutely beautiful to me. I guess beauty's in the eye of the beer holder, but yeah, coming from that right there, I'd say that's a pretty big step up. Got these all straightened up. They look pretty good. So we'll just wait for her to kick up. So maybe tomorrow, I started doing some testing, because in here, I've got to repaint this with the splatter paint. Well, I figured out that AC Delco splatter paint is aqua. It's this color here. We can see it's real dirty and everything. Well, I went in here and started cleaning this, and it started really popping back out good. You know, so I'm gonna take soap and water and clean this real good and see if I can get it to kind of restore up. So what happens, I put this stuff, etch primer, and I shot it over, and that's 3 coats. It just wouldn't cover it. So I took some flat black that I have, and I shot 2 coats of flat black down. Then I shot that stuff over the flat black. And that, I think, is going to do, that's gonna be way better. I think that's gonna be, matter of fact, if you were able to see up in there, which you probably can't too much, but that's really close, like super, super, almost dead on with that. So I think once I clean the trunk up real good, get it all cleaned up, hopefully that right there will do what I need to do and blend in there good. So, but yeah, that's the key to that stuff. I didn't know that, because it's not going to go over red. He brought these things over here and sprayed it over cardboard, and you can see the cardboard's bleeding through. So I thought, well, he just didn't put enough coats on it. Well, that's not the case, because that's 3 coats, and that should have covered. Siri's trying to butt in on my conversation again, sorry. So yeah, that's 3 coats. That's just 2 coats, and it covered real nice. So I think that'll work. So anyway, that's that. I think that's about it. I'm gonna end up making this video way too long again, but what I do? Oh yeah, and I'm a hoarder. I figured it out. Somebody pointed it out, and I just came to the conclusion that I'm a hoarder. I probably need an intervention. Yeah, I'm a hoarder. I'll fess up. I mean, it is what it is. So I guess, I don't know, somebody call somebody to come over here and give me an intervention. What I really need is somebody to come over here and help me get all this, you know how they do on the Hoarder Show, people come over and actually start cleaning stuff up for them. Man, if you guys could do that, just come over, start organizing and cleaning stuff up. Man, that would be freaking great. That would probably fix my hoarder problem right there. So just wonder if you guys can, come over and just start helping me organize all this stuff. So anyway, see you guys.